Captain's log. If ye value true sea stories, cursed waters, ghost ships, and strange souls lost between worlds, consider subscribing and step aboard the Phantom Tide. And if ye hear mechanical howls rolling through the fog tonight, best pray the Phantom Tides never learn your name. Captain's log. Most sailors fear storms, others fear reefs, but there are darker things wandering beyond ordinary seas, things that hunt. The fog rolled thick across the black water, while the Phantom Tide drifted silently through the cursed currents. Beyond the world of living men, lanterns swayed overhead. Ghost pirates worked quietly across the deck, while pale mist curled through the rigging like restless spirits. Far above, Raven watched them from the mast. Then from somewhere out in the darkness came screaming. 3 figures burst from the fog aboard a tiny leaking raft, overloaded with sacks, cookware, and bundles of soaked papers.
Help us! Don't let them find us! We'll work for food!
The raft smashed against the hull, while the strangers clawed desperately aboard the legendary ghost ship. The crew stared silently. Captain Jordan stepped forward slowly. The 3 newcomers were pigs. 3 pirate pigs. Each wore oversized pirate hats and soaked striped coats. One carried a frying pan like a weapon. Another dragged a heavy sack labeled absolutely legal gold. The third clutched rolled blueprints and a stack of wanted posters, while constantly glancing back toward the fog. Captain Jordan bent down and picked up one of the soaked posters blowing across the deck. Wanted, fraud, maritime scams, illegal floating casinos, condemned lighthouse rentals, tax evasion. The captain slowly looked up. Well now, he said calmly, ye 3 appear to carry a fair amount of trouble. The pigs immediately began shouting over one another.
The casino only partly sank. The driftwood homes passed inspection. No refunds during possession.
Raven tilted his head above them. 3 pigs chased fortune, greed, and gold. Now every harbor leaves them cold. The smallest pig suddenly pointed toward the darkness with terror in his eyes.
You don't understand. The big bad bought wolf is hunting us.
At once the deck grew quieter. Even the lantern flames dimmed. Captain Jordan folded his arms carefully. The bot, he repeated quietly. The tallest pig nodded frantically.
We built them years ago. We only wanted help collecting rent and managing properties.
The second pig swallowed nervously.
Then he upgraded himself, and now he repossesses everything,
whispered the third. A low, distorted mechanical howl rolled faintly across the sea. The pigs froze. Captain Jordan slowly walked toward the rail and stared into the endless fog surrounding the Phantom Tide. Far away, 2 red lights flickered briefly in the darkness. Mechanical eyes. The ghost crew murmured uneasily among themselves. The first pig wiped sweat from his forehead.
No harbor will hide us now. He tracks us across oceans. He can smell unpaid debt.
Captain Jordan remained calm. Hey, he said quietly, the sea carries many cursed things. The pigs exchanged desperate glances before suddenly dropping to their knees.
We heard stories about this ship. They say the Phantom Tide sails beyond death itself. They say no machine dares enter the Phantom Tides.
Captain Jordan looked outward toward the Black Sea. The Phantom Tides rolled endlessly beneath pale fog beyond ordinary maps and mortal waters. Strange currents where ghost ships wandered, and forgotten sailors drifted between worlds. At last the captain turned back toward the three terrified pigs. "And why," he asked slowly, "should I allow 3 hunted swine aboard my ship?" The pigs froze. Long silence. Finally, the smallest pig spoke carefully.
"We cook."
The ghost crew stopped moving. Several hungry ghost pirates slowly turned their heads. The first pig straightened proudly.
"I make smoked sea serpent stew."
The second pig grinned nervously.
"Ghost pepper chowder."
The third pig held up a stained cookbook.
"And my cursed bacon pies won second place at the Tortuga Harvest Festival in Hawaii."
One ghost pirate whispered softly, "They had me at bacon." Even Raven gave an approving nod. Captain Jordan sighed heavily. "Very well," he muttered. "The Phantom Tide always needs cooks." The pigs nearly collapsed with relief.
"We're saved! No more running! No more dead collectors!"
Captain Jordan led them below deck, through narrow lantern-lit corridors while old pipes groaned deep within the cursed ship. The deeper they traveled, the stranger the ship became. The walls creaked like distant whale bones. Cold fog drifted through the passageways. Some doors appeared older than kingdoms. Finally, they reached an ancient chamber beside the galley. At its center rested a massive crew ledger, bound in cracked black leather. The pages almost seemed alive. Captain Jordan opened the ancient book carefully. Every sailor aboard the Phantom Tide signs the crew ledger. The pigs barely looked at the pages. They were far too relieved. Pig 1 grabbed the pen first.
"No more lawsuits!"
Pig 2 signed immediately after.
"No more investors!"
Pig 3 scribbled his name eagerly.
"And free meals!"
The moment the final signature touched the page, the lantern flames dimmed. The ship groaned softly beneath the black sea. Then the Phantom Tides themselves seemed to fall silent. Slowly, 3 old ghost sailors standing nearby began glowing faintly beneath the lantern light. The pig stepped backward nervously.
"What's happening to them?"
whispered one. The older ghost pirate looked down at his transparent hands in disbelief. Then slowly he smiled. For the first time in centuries, around the chamber, the ghost crew removed their hats respectfully. One sailor whispered softly, "Valhalla." Another laughed quietly through fading tears. "After 200 years. Warm northern light slowly surrounded the glowing sailors, like dawn rising across a frozen sea. Captain Jordan lowered his head respectfully. "Their watch has ended," he said quietly. Phantom Tide always keeps a full crew. When desperate souls take the oath, others may finally sail on. The pig stared silently while the glowing sailors rose upward through the lantern smoke. Then, for one brief moment, the ceiling above seemed to vanish into golden starlight itself. The pigs glimpsed enormous halls beyond the storm, massive feast tables stretching forever, warriors laughing beside roaring fires, ghost ships sailing beneath brilliant northern skies. Valhalla. One ruddy sailor turned back toward the crew and raised his spectral mug proudly. "To the next watch," the ghost crew answered together. "To Valhalla." Then the 3 fading soldiers vanished into the golden light beyond the Phantom Tides, at last freed from their cursed service. Silence slowly returned. The pig stood frozen. Pig 1 swallowed nervously.
What exactly did we sign?
Captain Jordan slowly closed the ancient ledger. A contract, he answered quietly. Far above deck, a distant mechanical howl echoed once more across the endless black sea. Now deep below deck, the three pirate pigs worked the great iron stoves of the Phantom Tide's ghostly galley, while eerie green fire flickered beneath massive black pots. Ghostly steam rolled through the dim lantern light.
We escaped the bot,
whispered one pig nervously while stirring stew.
We're finally safe,
sighed another. Then through the round portal windows beside the galley, the endless black phantom tides rolled silently through the darkness beyond the ship. Captain Jordan's voice returned quietly, like the final words of an old sea journal. Some sailors spent their lives searching for safe harbor. Others spent eternity wishing they had never found it. And somewhere beyond the fog, the big, bad bought wolf still searched the sea. Next time, aboard the Phantom Tide, the pigs discover the true rules of the cursed ghost ship, while the big, bad bot reaches the edge of the Phantom Tides themselves. Ask Raven Native Art is on Etsy. Check it out. Visit the chart room below. Links are in the About section. Throw us a line at ghostboatadventures@gmail.com. And if ye wish to help keep Ghost Boat afloat, donations can be found in the About section. To tilt and wake, to fall and shout, Captain Jordan and his crew of ghosts over and